Thanks for checking in on another Sandia Mountain Natural History Center quick trip. Today, we are at New Mexico's oldest state park, established in 1933. This is Bottomless Lakes State Park, a really fascinating, interesting place. Let's go check it out. The cliffs surrounding these lakes is made up of mostly gypsum, and gypsum is very soluble and very crumbly, which is actually one of the reasons why these lakes are here. As water from the San Andreas artesian aquifer bubbles up, it's actually eroding this gypsum, and as the gypsum erodes, it collapses and causes these sinkholes or cenotes. There are 11 of these lakes here at Bottomless Lakes State Park. Some of them are surrounded by cliffs, and some of them that you can actually get down to. But once again, being water in the middle of the desert, these are almost like an oasis, and the wildlife and the plant life is pretty astounding and diverse. The lakes that are surrounded by cliffs might be the more picturesque ones, but these smaller lakes that are surrounded by vegetation and have easier slopes down to the water are better for the wildlife in the area. And believe it or not, this park actually hosts 4 endangered species, 2 types of fish and 2 types of frogs. I hope this shows up on camera. There's actually a fish down there, and a pretty big fish. So this is Lee Lake, the largest of the bottomless lakes. And I know the ultimate question is, are they bottomless? And no, they're not. They're not bottomless. Legend has it that the first cowboys and all that came across these tied their saddles to the ends of ropes and dropped them in there and tried to find the bottom and couldn't, and therefore called them the Bottomless Lakes. But they actually range from about 70 to 90 feet deep. This is the bathhouse area at Lee Lake. It's interesting, it was built by the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps, and if you're interested in the Civilian Conservation Corps, you should check out our video on that. But what I've always found interesting is this tower. I'm not sure what the tower was built for, but it holds a pretty cool little secret. Let's go check it out. Well, I hope you can hear it over the little bit of a breeze we have, but cliff swallows have taken to really loving this tower. But unfortunately, this area has gone under some renovations lately, and it looks like they've removed most of the cliff swallow nests that were up there. Bottomless Lakes State Park is home to one of the best restoration projects that I've ever seen, especially here in New Mexico. About 15 years ago, this entire boardwalk area that I'm walking on was covered in salt cedar. But they came in, they cut all the salt cedar out. I believe they had some prescribed fire. And now this area is an awesome wetland area that couldn't exist with that salt cedar, because that salt cedar was sucking up all the water. This water that we can see flowing really well here is all runoff from Lee Lake, which is a testament to the power of these artesian springs that are feeding the bottomless lakes. This water will eventually run down to the Pecos River. This is Figure 8 Lake, because if you look carefully, I'm not sure it shows up on the camera, but there are 2 lakes that make it look like a figure 8. So it's about to get super windy here in Roswell. They're predicting up to 70-mile-an-hour winds, so that means it's time for me to head on out of here. But thanks for joining us on another quick trip. like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. See, staying to the end counts for something.